Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. And listen, we have a love-hate relationship with our bodies over the years, don't we? I mean, sometimes we're the perfect weight, sometimes we gain too much weight, and sometimes we gain way too much weight, and we have to deal with the weight loss. And you know, it feels good to shed some pounds, but when you have to shed too many, you might run into a lot of obstacles, and we're gonna talk about it. But first, I need a drink in my hand, and we've got Adam here with Maven Coffee and Cocktails with Carajillo, one of my favorites. You're gonna show me how to make this?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. And I already know my people on the couch got a drink already, but we're gonna dive into the weight loss journey. So let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, it's time to talk with my people who know a thing or two about weight loss. We've got Beverly in the building for the very first time. Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
Excited to hear what you've experienced. And back on the couch, we've got Lena Lux. Hey, boo.
Howdy.
All right, you've been here before. We've heard tidbits about your weight loss journey, but take us through it.
Started whenever I was 28 years old and had babies. Couldn't keep up with my babies because I was morbidly obese. High weight, 328 pounds.
328 pounds. How long did it take you to get to 328? Like, is there
28 years.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little chunker growing up my whole life, and after having kids, you know, they're like, oh, the water weight, you're gonna lose it, baby weight. It just didn't happen for me. So I had an EKG done, and when they looked at my heart, they saw that I had an enlarged heart. So I was at risk for heart disease at 28 years old.
Wow.
My grandma had died just years before of heart disease, so I didn't want to recap that. So I was like, okay, what are my options? Give me a pill or slap a thing on there. And they're like, we need to cut out part of your stomach and retrain you on how to eat correctly.
Wow. Was that scary?
I think it was scary, like, oh man, like I could die of heart disease and leave my babies behind with this dumb man, but
okay, well, that's another episode of the Nightcap. Okay.
But I couldn't do that to them, so I needed to make a change. And I tried the diets, I tried exercising, I was going to the gym, I was eating salads, but I was just taking in so many calories, and I wasn't educated on proper food,
nutrition.
You know. Yeah, exactly. So I needed to retrain my mind. I needed to recalibrate my stomach, you know, because it was an organ. A stomach is an organ, and if you stretch it out, that's it, you know. There's no amount of fasting that you can do that's going to bring it back. You've just got to remove some of it.
Wow. I see you over here like nodding, Chris. Okay, so did you have a similar story?
I did. I got up over 400 pounds. I was 424, I think, at my highest.
Wow.
Yeah, at surgery, I had a VSG, or the gastric sleeves surgery, and they put you on a liquid diet before. So in that 3-week span, I actually lost 30 pounds before surgery.
Wow.
But it was a good kind of mindset of what I was going to be doing and kind of a new lifestyle that I was going to have to do post-surgery. I chose the VSG, or the sleeve surgery, instead of doing bypass. That was actually the surgery my surgeon wanted me to do.
Same.
They just thought I'd be more successful with it.
Right.
But I didn't want to kind of redo the plumbing. I wanted to kind of keep everything how it was. I just wanted the same thing, a little smaller. So the way they kind of described it to me was taking a football and turning it into a banana. So I could kind of wrap my head around that.
Okay.
And I just wanted to, you know, smaller portions, and it's been great.
Chris, can I ask you, what was that moment for you where you were like, all right, listen, I'm at 425, like I gotta do something? Did you go to the doctor, get an EKG and find something, or what was that trigger?
I did, and you know, I had it, April 1st, 2022 was my surgery, and COVID had been happening, and that's when I kind of started exploring it. It was kind of an awakening of, I was worried about everybody that you were seeing during COVID they're saying, oh, you know, morbidly obese, or that was kind of an awakening to me that I was like, I'm gonna be one of those people that they see in the ICU, like I gotta get serious about this. And I had tried pills and diets and gym and all the things too, and I would lose, but then I would just go back to unhealthy habits.
Right.
So I wanted kind of a full reset, so I just started doing research and met with different surgeons, and they kind of put you through the ringer. You have to do, you know, a psych eval and nutrition classes, and an EKG and a scope and all these things that I didn't even know about. You know, it's not just like I'm ready to get this done and you can do it next week kind of thing. It's a whole process and a commitment even before that.
On a treadmill.
Yeah, I mean, there's
And
tons
it's
that
the
they put you
weakest
through.
that you've ever felt in your entire life.
Right?
Like what speed are we talking here?
Like they'll
stress
start
test?
slow and you're like, see, I'm healthy. Look at me. Check me out. And then they start increasing the treadmill and you're like, calm down. And then, 30 seconds in, you're like,
I can't do
Yeah.
it. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so post-op, and you're going into the world trying to get rid of those old habits. What kept you guys going strong and maintaining? Because you guys both look fantastic.
I mean, at first, the scale. And I actually got a coach that helped me who actually had weight loss surgery himself, which has been great. And he was saying, stop worrying about the scale. But it was kind of my only thing that I could keep track of, and was this indication within like the community. They call these like NSVs, like non-scale victories, like things that you just need to like take away the scale. What else is helping you? For me, it was like I love to travel. So maybe I didn't need a seatbelt extender on the flight anymore. Even walking the airport, just all these things that kind of like, hey, that's kind of, this is different now.
Yeah.
Clothes shopping has totally changed. I mean, it's gone from every single size you can imagine.
mine was my elbows being able to touch my waist.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because when you were walking before, it was like this.
Yeah.
Your elbows never actually like bent inward. So now like,
They bend in.
yeah, it's so silly,
Wow.
but it's like,
so
wow.
silly. Talking to friends about things that we in our heads went through, just like Ubers and our booths at a restaurant, stuff like people just don't even think about. But I would, some people are like looking at menus online, like, oh, let me see
Sitting
what I'm
in
gonna get.
acrylic chairs.
Yeah, or there's like little hip chairs, or like, oh, is that thing gonna hold me, or where are we going? Like you have to just have to process these things that people don't even think about. But as a bigger person, you do have to worry about these things.
Right.
So yeah, and to not have to worry about them now is so. Like
Relief.
free, and it's a
Yeah.
relief. It's just one thing you don't have to think about like a normal person, and that's what I wanted.
That's amazing.
It was the best decision I made.
Okay, so after the weight loss, especially such dramatic weight loss, you end up with a lot of excess skin.
For sure.
We've seen through your social media journey that you had a few surgeries, or was it 2 surgeries?
Reconstructive surgery.
Reconstructive.
I've had 2 of them
You've
now.
had 2 of them.
Yeah.
How was that journey in deciding to do that?
Totally worth it. No regrets. It was a show during the recovery. You know the reasons why.
Yes.
But I wouldn't change it. Like, I'm so grateful. Like, I can shake my arms and there's like a little movement, but it's
Nothing
not like
before.
swinging.
Have you had?
I haven't. I'm
You
just now
haven't?
starting to look at this.
Oh,
yeah, this is
okay.
gonna be the chapter 2. I'm starting to need to find a surgeon and kind of starting to follow people, and but I want to get it done. Yeah.
I love that. All right, get all the details from Lena. And you stay right there, because coming up next, we have someone who's going to come on and talk about all the weight loss drugs that are out there right now and why you should or shouldn't take them. Stay there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about weight loss. We've got my friends Lena Lux and Chris Beverly, and joining us is Kat Kearns. She's the owner of Renew Body Contouring and Med Spa. Yes. And you're here to tell us about all of the wonderful weight loss drugs that are out there. Yeah. And you've heard about them, the Ozempics, the Ogilvy's, you name it.
Ogilvy, I love that one.
See, I don't know the names of
So
these
there's
things.
several different types of weight loss drugs that have been FDA approved and put on the market, but they're not necessarily for weight loss.
Right, they're for diabetes, right?
Exactly. There's a new one that Eli Lilly just put out that's made for obesity, and the main component of that one is tirzepatide. So there's another weight
You're
loss
just
peptide.
throwing all these names out at me, girl.
So you've also got semaglutide. Okay, so semaglutide is going to be your main component that you're going to find in things like Wegovy or Ozempic, things like that. That's where semaglutide comes in, and it's a particular type of peptide. What it is it's a hormone release that releases what's called the GLP-1, which is a hormone that comes from the belly, goes to the brain, tells your brain that you're full, okay, has a little bit of an insulin secretion, so it keeps your body from holding on to the fat and storing it in your fat cells and letting it go instead and releasing it as energy and burning up. So that way you're not getting more weight put on as you're trying to diet and exercise, hopefully, through this journey. The second one, which is the tirzepatide, that one has a GLP-1 and a second GLP. So there's 2 different hormone releasers in this particular peptide. People like that one a lot more because they find that they're losing more weight on that. That one's really been more tracked now as weight loss versus just helping type 2 diabetes.
Got you.
Exactly. And does the exact same thing. The only difference is it has less side effects. But there's a lot of things that are involved in this. When you're on these peptides, it's important that you're not eating heavy fried foods. You shouldn't be drinking alcohol because it does work through the pancreas. It does work through the liver. It does, work through your body. It's detoxifying a lot of things that are in your body as well.
And then you just adding more toxins to
Exactly. And
That's
those are
tough.
usually the reasons that people are having those side effects. The nice thing about these two, like the tirzepatides or your semaglutides, is they actually work in conjunction to not make you feel hungry. So you actually don't want to eat. And when you do want to eat, you crave more protein than anything else. You don't feel like drinking as much alcohol, and yet you have a weight loss. Unlike the substantial weight loss that you get when you do like a gastric sleeve, you're doing a little bit slower of a journey during your weight loss. So you're able to kind of keep the skin tight. We offer a lot of body contouring treatments to help with keeping that skin tight, helping to release more of the toxins or the lipids from the fat cell so that they can kind of mold themselves, because everybody's going to have an area that you're going to retain more fat.
Right.
As we get older and we get into menopause, things like that, women start carrying it more in their belly. So a lot of times when they come into the clinic, we want to look at them and do more of a medically managed treatment.
So question is for example, I used to be over 300 pounds. I needed to lose 50% of my body weight. Would you recommend this as a starter, or would you recommend this as, no, you can definitely lose 50% of your body weight with these drugs?
So I would recommend these as a starter. You always want to start with something maybe less invasive than surgery, but at the same time, it really depends on the individual. I mean, I have had many clients that have come in who had type 2 diabetes, who were coming onto this because they were coming to us mainly because they couldn't get it through the pharmacy. They'd be prescribed the prescription for these name brand drugs, but maybe their insurance wouldn't cover it or they weren't in stock. And if they did cover it, I mean, it's $1,200 to $1,700. It's really ridiculous for the monthly cost. I mean, at our clinic, I believe we charge somewhere around $1,200 for a 3-month supply. So it's really much more affordable for people when they're starting. And we do it medically managed. So we do kind of track and monitor. But I have had people who have lost up to 50 pounds, some a little bit more. The other thing about this is that as we bring you up, titrate you up, so to speak, and have you losing weight, we also titrate you back down so that you're maintaining that weight loss. And the studies have shown that there's no long-term effect to taking this. I will say they did start off by saying that people weren't going to lose muscle mass or things like that, but we've seen more people have lost a little bit in the booty or a little bit in the, girls, that kind of thing.
I can't lose that.
So
nope.
That's where we have them come in and we do a little more shaping with the body contouring techniques, and work on not just their weight loss, but work on that actual targeted fat area.
Who should
that little
not
region.
be taking these weight loss drugs?
People who have a history of pancreatic cancer. I mean, we do a blood panel. We make sure that they fall in line with where their A1C is. Somebody who has a high A1C, a high glucose, this is a great thing for them. But people who have had history of cancers, things like that, or somebody who has had liver disease, things that where your body, you got to think about your body as a filter. These organs are a filter. So you've got to be able to filtrate this and release this fat without it being too toxic for you.
Okay. Awesome information, Boo Boo. All right, well, you stay right there, because coming up next, we're actually going to get a little runway show, if you will, of different things you can wear to be snatched, honey. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about weight loss, and when you're on that weight loss journey and you're hitting the gym, you don't want to be wiggling or jiggling. That's why we got Tam I Am back in the building, the owner of No Wiggle, No Jiggle. Yes. And listen, last time you were here, I was gifted this wonderful, what is this one called?
This is the Cat Snatcher.
The Cat Snatcher.
Now, the Cat Snatcher is our #1 selling garment. You know why?
Why?
Because it's catching, snatching cat.
Snatching cat.
Look, we love this garment. #1. We have a model here today.
Oh, we got Gwinnett, right?
Yeah, we got
Come
a
on,
model here
Gwinnett.
today.
Come on out, baby.
Yes.
Ooh, you better work that jumpsuit.
Yes, Miss Gwen is wearing our #1 garment, which is the Cat Snatcher. It's a full body garment.
Wow.
From head to toe.
Listen,
Right?
I love it. I wear it. So I know it's tried and true. And Gwinnett, do you mind going back and showing what it looks like without the jumpsuit on? Okay, come on, Boo Boo. All right, so this is the #1 seller. And this is supposed to be under your clothes.
Right, it goes under your clothes. Now, what we like about this one is #1, it has a hole where you can freely use the restroom,
And
right?
you need that.
Back in the day, they had the Velcro all right here, it would get bunched up. And so we eliminated that,
Yes.
right? Number 2, it doesn't chafe. And it doesn't make a big sound, you know, the sound when you walk. You know, some people, they be in church, you be like, here comes Sister Johnson. Shh, 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 shh. I mean, you know, she has a, you know, we know you got it on, sister.
Yeah.
And number 3, this one right here can be adjusted. When I say adjusted, I mean that it is gonna come long, right? But you have the ability to cut this. We have put inseams on the side, thread marks, where you can go and cut it. So it can be capri, it can be for pencil skirts, it can be above the knee, and it's not gonna give that indentation that I have on a garment look.
I know.
You know what I mean?
That look. I be
and
hating
so
that look.
even though you cut it, you still can wear it with your jeans, you can still wear it with your maxi skirts, you can still wear it with your maxi dresses, and you can wear it with jumpsuits.
I love it. So what makes this different from your regular workout pants?
Okay, now regular workout leggings, we know that if you're heavy at the bottom, you have to adjust and readjust.
Girl.
You're at the gym, you're doing squats, you come back up, you have to readjust.
It's rolling. The rolls are coming over.
They are. If you're on the treadmill, you're running, you have to stop, readjust, because the leggings are gonna come down. That's why no wiggle, no jiggle leggings were created, because they come all the way up in the front and they come all the way up in the back.
Wow.
We have a silicone band, it's not gonna roll down. The only way that it rolls down is if it's too big.
Oh.
So we like that, right?
All right,
So,
hold on, Tam. My girl Gwinnett is ready. Let's
ready?
take a look. Oh, baby.
That is our cat snatcher.
Baby.
That's it.
That's it.
We love it.
She is snatched.
Yes. And
I love it.
we love it because it's gonna keep you from having a panty line.
I love it.
No dimples in the back.
Yeah, it's
you know,
perfect.
it kind of smooths all of that out.
Gwinnett, I love
So,
you. Thank you.
Thank
I love
you.
It. All right, and you have one more to
I
show
have
off.
one more.
What is this one? I've not seen this one.
No, you haven't. I didn't have it the last time I was here, and it's our full body sauna suit. Okay, so you can put this full body sauna suit on. You can wear it like this with just a hoodie, or you can wear it with your leggings, right? Put it on up under your clothes, put your leggings on, put your shirt on, and sweat away. And you can still run errands after you leave the gym. We love it.
that.
It's gonna continue to burn in your midsection and your back. So this is a garment, and you know what I like about my line?
What?
I'm gonna tell you, nothing's over $59.99.
Baby!
Nothing is over $59.99.
Okay, where can they go to get these garments?
You can go to www.nowigglenojiggle.com.
Period.
Okay.
And all under $59.99.
Everything. Or you can go to www.nowigglenojiggle.us. Like me and you, us, US. That too.
I love it. All
got
right,
you.
well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, coming up next, I'm heading to the bar because, you know, I'm not supposed to be drinking, but this is the Nightcap after all, and we got Maven in the building, so you stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now. We've got Adam Cabanilla, who's the bar manager at Maven Coffee and Cocktails, and you're here to do what, baby?
Back glass up.
Yes, sir. Okay, listen, the carajillo was phenomenal. Everybody drank them, and we loved them. So now you're putting me to the test to make this alongside you.
Beautiful.
But it's easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick and simple, just a couple ingredients, nothing too bad.
All right, let's go.
So we're gonna have our Maven cold brew concentrate.
Which we love and adore.
Just a little 2 ounces of that bad boy in there.
So did Maven actually start as this concentrate before it dove into the bar world?
So essentially, it was like our first item. So Juan Carlos, one of the co-founders, his family's been doing coffee for about roughly 80 years.
Okay.
And so that's kind of where that kind of bases. They roast their own beans and kind of do everything with it and kind of make their own concentrate themselves. Yep.
That's amazing.
And the other ingredient we're gonna do is liqueur 43, another 2 ounces of that bad boy.
Oh, so this is easy. We can
Too
do this at
easy.
home.
You're already done.
But there's a secret ingredient, I hear.
There is a secret ingredient already in the shaker tin, but
We're not going to share.
We're not gonna
You
disclose
got to
that
go
to
to
the
Maven
public.
to try it out. And Maven's located where right now?
right now we are only located at Minute Maid Park and Toyota Center, but coming very soon in a couple of weeks, we're gonna be opening up in the Thompson Hotel.
Ooh, I love it.
pretty
Okay. All right, I want to see your shaking technique. I have one, but That's a first. Okay, that's a first. I hope you all ain't zooming in on this disaster I've done here. Messing up all day.
It's all about
He's
that.
got a double. He's got a double for my arms don't have ribbons. What a disaster. I've never done that. I've done a lot of things, but not that.
First time for everything.
Are we double straining?
Yeah, we're gonna fine strain it.
Fancy term. I say double strain, you say fine strain, which is so much finer than double.
We're gonna add a little bit of orange zest on top. Boom.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh, I overdid it. Oh,
Not
yay!
even.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Look at y'all already. Listen, I'll see if I can scoop some from this wonderful pot. All right, listen, if you're on the weight loss journey, best of luck. You got this. Keep going. There are different solutions for you. And listen, it can be a struggle, but we make it, right? And y'all look fantastic. You just keep going. Get yourself snatched however you want. All right, cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.